Hello and welcome back. I apologize in advance if I sound terrible, a little nasally. I have allergies right now, so bear with me. But the mind is still working sharp. It's just I have to blow my nose every 5 minutes. But today we're talking about discipline, and not only discipline, but we're talking about being uncomfortable and doing things that make you uncomfortable and how that can be good for you. Why would it be good for you to actually push yourself in these scenarios where it sucks? Push yourself in scenarios where you don't want to be doing whatever you're doing. That is a tough thing because whenever you're going through life, you get busy. And whenever you get busy, you sacrifice. Whenever you sacrifice, you end up doing things or not necessarily doing things that you should be doing. And so the first thing that comes to mind whenever I talk about this is working out. Working out seems to be, for me and for a lot of other people, the first thing that sacrifices whenever you get busy. Working out is an easy thing to ignore because if you skip today, you're not necessarily going to see any change in your body tomorrow. You might not feel as sharp mentally, but you can ignore that. So if you take that one day off, then you take another day off, and then another, and then 6 months later, you put on 20 pounds because you haven't been at the gym because you've been lazy and that's the thing that you've been sacrificing. And then you actually see a change. You see a change over time. It's like Ed Mylett's 90-day rule, but for your body. If you've heard me talk about the 90-day rule in the past, I appreciate you watching the other content. But the 90-day rule pretty much is that what you do today isn't going to affect you tomorrow. It's going to affect you in 90 days. You won't see the repercussions from maybe skipping a workout or something like that today, but you will see it down the road. That's all that the rule is. That's the whole idea behind it, and it makes sense because especially physically, you aren't going to see your body change right away. But whenever you become uncomfortable, I think it teaches you lessons. Being uncomfortable, seeking discomfort, it teaches you lessons that you can't necessarily learn otherwise. I think that putting yourself through a very hard workout, it has a more rewarding thing than pretty much anything else out there. How your mind feels after you conquered what you thought you might not have been capable of is such a powerful lesson to teach yourself. You want to stop as soon as you start feeling like shit. But whenever you do that, it doesn't necessarily go well for you. And whenever you stop, whenever you just feel like it, you'll probably stop earlier than you should have. For me, I know if I agree that I am going to work out, let's say I'm going to run for 20 minutes and then I'm going to do 8 lifts. That's a normal workout for me. Once I get like 4 lifts into that, I don't want to do any more, but if I stopped and then I sat down that night whenever I was going to bed, I would be upset with myself. I would be annoyed with myself because I know I had the time and I could have just pushed through me feeling like shit right there. Because once you get to that other side of the feeling like crap, then you can conquer different things that maybe you wouldn't have thought you could have conquered before. It's as easy as pushing yourself whenever you don't feel like it. I don't feel like it is the thing that will kill you so much. You only doing things whenever it feels right, whenever you want to, will cripple you and cripple your growth in your life. You can't expect to get this exponential growth if you're not working hard, if you're not putting in this extra time, if you're not doing things whenever you don't feel like it. It's easy to just go out there and work whenever you feel like doing it, but especially when you're working out, you're not going to want to work out every single day. Working out sucks sometimes, no matter how much you love it. I know people that work out so hard and they're really into their fitness, but they fall into these ruts too. And they will take a couple days off, and you will clearly see it in their personality whenever they don't work out. You will be surprised if you don't work out and then start working out. You will see a difference in your mind whenever you stop. Whenever you take a break, whenever you take a week off after going for a month straight, you'll feel like shit mentally, and maybe that's partially you being hard on yourself, but also I think it is also you not working out, you not getting your blood flowing, you not getting a sweat in. Doing something as simple as getting a sweat in whenever you are going throughout your day can be so good for you. And if it does nothing else, working out can just divide your day. It can give you something different to do than just going to work. Going to work and only going to work and then going to bed, it's not good for you. So this will give you another task throughout the day that is designed for you and nobody else. So then you can feel like you put in work for yourself and nobody else is forcing you to do it. I know it sounds stupid, but putting time in for yourself is actually very valuable. Doing things that are just meant for you are valuable. Doing things that you might not see results tomorrow, but you will see in 6 months, are valuable. You have to do short-term things as well as long-term things, and it'll pay off. Working out is a great example, and it's a great metaphor for life. Working out gives you a physical representation of your hard work paying off. Now, not right away, like I'm saying, but down the road, you will see results if you continue to punch that bag. If you continue to work your butt off, you will see results. Seeing results is something that us as humans, we need it. And whenever you push yourself outside of your comfort zone, that's whenever you end up seeing extra results. For example, if I just was working out and eating whatever the heck I wanted to, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, to be honest, I'm not going to see any crazy results. You need to be uncomfortable to actually see some results. Maybe instead of working out for 45 minutes, you turn it into an hour. Something simple like that. Maybe if you only work out for 15 minutes, you change it to 30 minutes. You're doubling the time that you're working out right there. And that makes a big difference in the long run, because then in 2 days of working out, it's what you would have got in 4 days prior to that. So then you're getting double the results most likely. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get double as fit, but maybe you will speed up the process in actually seeing some results. We are result-oriented people. We need to see that us doing these things will get us somewhere. It's not a crazy thought to think that if you work out, you're going to get more fit. It's like if you're more into investing. You want to know that your investment that you're putting in is going to make you money. Yeah, it's not absolutely certain, but you will look into an investment before wasting your money to make sure that it will be good for you. That's a result. You want to make sure that it will be a good result. You know, it's going to be a good result if you work out, but it won't necessarily be a good result if you eat an entire chocolate cake tonight. That's not going to be good for you. You know these things. So whenever you step outside your comfort zone, whenever you try skydiving, whenever you try these different things that most people don't typically do, two things will happen. You will feel more free as a person, and number two, you will also make other people feel validated and feel like they can do whatever you're doing. Something as simple as you following a dream that doesn't seem very realistic can push somebody that you might not think is actually being affected by what you're doing to do what they genuinely want to do. It's so hard to do things whenever you don't have the support of the people around you. But you doing what you want to do can allow these people to now have somebody to look at, for them to look up to, and feel validated and feel like they can put in whatever they want to do. They can take the leap of faith that they've been thinking about taking. You doing what you want, you putting yourself in these uncomfortable positions can make people feel like, well, maybe I can do that too. I'm not all that different from Joey, so maybe me seeing Joey putting out this content will make me want to put the content out about what I do. You might be helping the most unlikely people that you could even imagine. Your enemy in high school might be following you and actually taking what you say to heart, and you might be helping them. You also might be helping somebody who you have no idea who they are. There's a beauty in both of those things. There's a beauty in just helping people in general, and it actually will pay off for you too. It feels good whenever you can help people. It feels good whenever you can just give people this advice and you can give people these lessons that you've learned so they can avoid them. People try to upgrade their lives all the time, but they're afraid. If you're out here doing just that, upgrading your life, if you're out here teaching them lessons that other people aren't teaching them, if you're out here preaching about the mistakes you've made so they don't have to make them anymore, you can be making an impact on them. You can be being their digital mentor without them necessarily telling you. Now, I'm sure one day they will reach out and they will say that you helped them so much, but you can make an impact on people's lives just from doing things that aren't in your everyday life. Go take that risk. Go take that trip. Go try that new thing. And you're not only going to affect yourself, but you're going to affect other people. You're going to help other people feel that they need to go do that thing that they've been considering for so long. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is not selfish. It's not selfish at all. Working out more is not selfish. You putting time towards yourself isn't selfish. You actually going out of your way to push yourself to new limits is the furthest thing from selfish, because that is going to help other people down the line as well. People will see that you're working your butt off, and maybe you'll make an impact on somebody and make them want to start working their butt off too. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends. Peace.